Clutch Trucker filmed before a live studio audience. Yep, Rusty, the world famous meatball dog. And Clutch Trucker comes with canine carryouts, beef flavor. Ooh. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Yeah, I know, it's been a while again. It's been over a week. It's twice in a row I've done it where it's been over a week, and that's very unlike me. But I actually had 4 days off in a row. Believe it or not. Yeah, actually, if you count the half of Friday I had, it was 4.5 days. Holy crapazoid. Yeah, I dropped off my truck for service at the Freightliner in Brighton, Colorado, because we were heading up to Grand Lake to kind of do another, my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, there you go, died back in March, right at the beginning of the whole COVID thing. And my sister and he lived in New York City. They did a little ceremony there real quick, but this was more for some of the family who couldn't come out, and it was our way to help, you know, support her and everything. And she wanted to go to Grand Lake, Colorado, where she met him, and she wanted to spread his ashes, and so that's what we did. And it was a beautiful thing, you know, a nice thing, being supportive and all that, and a wonderful place to do it at. The kind of almost weird part, depending on how you feel about this sort of thing, or maybe you think it's kind of cool, is that my sister put his ashes, he was cremated, in little pouches, you know, with ribbon and stuff, and gave us all some of the pouches so we could go spread them around Grand Lake. So it's kind of funny. So we all drove into town, and we've all got pockets full of my brother-in-law, and spread them around. We each kind of took some into different places, so he's kind of all over Grand Lake. So I think that's kind of cool, you know. I think that I want to have something like that done with me when I die. Spread me around someplace that I liked. Take me to, like, you know, Disney World or something, and spread me around the Jungle Cruise ride, something like that. You know, I think that it's for the living anyway, and I think that makes it more fun. So my sister thought that was a good thing, and we got to honor her and her husband with all that. So it was a good deal. And plus, we got a couple of days in Grand Lake. It's a beautiful place if you've never been there. Way high up in the mountains in Colorado, about 8,500 feet. On the way back, drove over Trail Ridge Road, which goes up over 12,000 feet before you get back to the Front Range of Colorado. So that was kind of cool. So I was trying to think when the last time was that I had like 4.5 days off in a row. It's been a long time, and I think it was last November, over Thanksgiving, when we had that huge blizzard in Wyoming, and we got stuck in the house for 2 days. We finally, after 2 days of sitting in the house buried by snow, we started to dig out. Here's a picture. My truck was down at Sack Brothers getting some service. It got stuck down there in the snow. They had to tow it out. And so I actually had 2 more days than I had planned then. So that was the last time I've had 4 days off in a row, was last November. It is July 2nd technically now, because here I am parked in Underwood, Iowa, at a little gas and sip that has some truck parking. Good little place to park though. Not too many trucks here. It's kind of quiet. It's flat. It's a dirt lot, but yeah, it's flat. That's all I care about, so I'm not sleeping sideways. So like I say, I left my truck for service on Friday, the 26th, but of course they really didn't do anything over the weekend. I was getting a head gasket changed out, which is a big involved job, because that means you got to run the overhead, you got to take pretty much the whole engine apart. It's a huge job, and very costly. I was having another alignment done. I had one done on my way back at a TA, but they didn't do it right. So I had that done, oil change, a couple other things, DOT inspection, blah, blah, blah. Over $5,400. So those of you thinking of being an owner-operator, that's one thing that might scare the crap out of you. I know to this day it still scares the crap out of me. One shot, $5,400. That is actually, to this date, still the single largest repair single repair I've had to do on this truck, and I've had it now for 4 years. So I guess I really can't complain. But that's where you have to, as an owner-operator, kind of plan for those big things like that and have the cash ready for things like that. And of course, through the whole COVID-19 crap, it's been a lousy spring. But I had to get those done because the truck at least earns me money. So I got to keep it running right. Still, $5,400. I ordered a couple things off Amazon when I was out my last trip, the last 2 weeks before I came home again. One of them is I got a new watch, old Timex. This is called the Shock series or whatever it is. But it's one of those dark. I usually don't like the inverted screens like that, but this one is very readable. And of course, it has the Indiglo. And what I like is it's got a huge screen. I'm going to do a whole separate review all about this watch. And I got something else. Now, ever since the New York Times article that my buddy John Branch wrote about me, that came out back at towards the end of March, about truckers dealing with the COVID-19 thing, my subscriber count shot up. I was only at like 59 and had been there for a long time. And because of that article, it shot me up to well over 500. And of course, then my son, who's had a YouTube channel for 9 years, we've kind of got a joking rival going. His channel is XBlue, EXBLUE, EX space BLUE. Check it out. He's got some great parody. He does parodies of The Office. He did with his friends in high school. Some great stuff. So go check that out. Anyway, so he was getting kind of hacked off that my subscriber count passed his, and I've only been doing this for about a year. But anyway, so then kind of to rile him a little bit and also just to try to kick my subscriber count up, I figured, hey, I'm pulling around a billboard basically all the time. So I found this on Amazon, but it says, watch the Clutch Trucker channel on YouTube. I got 3 of these. So I'm going to put one on each side of the trailer towards the front and one on the back. So I'm going to be putting those in my trailer. Of course, now the downside is I got to be real careful. Can't be pissing everybody off and cutting them off or anything, because they'll go straight to my YouTube channel and give me nasty comments. So Clutch Trucker's going to have to reel it in a little bit, baby. I'm going to have to try to be a little bit nicer. Yeah, I'm Owen Wilson all of a sudden. I don't know why. So anyway, this is just kind of an update. Back out on the road after 4.5 days off. Wow. After we came back from Grand Lake, got to spend some more time with the family. Me and the boys went to this arcade we have in downtown Cheyenne called Flippers. Got the old school pinball machines. Yeah, that makes Clutch Trucker happy. Yeah. My son's favorite is one called Martian Attack, I think. I like the Star Wars one. Fun stuff. Gotta love pinball, baby. It's still valid, believe it or not. So yeah, I got a load right now that I picked up in Brighton. I picked up my truck today in Brighton, Colorado, Wednesday. What is it, the 1st? And it's a load of birdseed going to Smyrna, Delaware. So it delivers Saturday morning. So we'll see what happens if I can get a load out of Smyrna or somewhere near that on Saturday. I might get stuck there all weekend. It's hard to say. But it got me going again, so I'm back out on the road. So here I am back making videos, and thought I'd give you a little update as I'm parked here in Underwood. Of course, I just want to say underwear, don't you? Underwood, Iowa. Late at night, early morning, however you want to look at it, Thursday. We'll get back on the road. So like I said, got some more videos to come. I'm going to do that watch review, so you can check that one out. I'm a big watch guy. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, please like, please comment, please ring that bell. As always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch out.